Before I start my review today, I want to talk about a certain trend that has increased within movies, especially in the last few years. Something I'll call self-inflicted limitation filmmaking. And what I mean by that is where filmmakers are self-inflicting, self-applying different limitations onto their films, such as having it be shot entirely on a phone, entirely in one room, in one take, in a car, entirely on a webcam. Different limitations that are applied just to see if they can do it, pushing it past the medium of film, past even the limitations of just found footage. And sometimes this works for the better. There's a lot of examples of really creative and interesting movies shot just on a phone or just in a car or that kind of thing. But a lot of the times these limitations, they're more of a hindrance, they're more of a cheap marketing ploy, something that can be brought up in interviews and podcasts, something that can be put in the posters. Come see the movie that was shot entirely on a phone, that was shot entirely on a Samsung smart fridge. And the movie that I'm going to be reviewing today falls into that latter category of a hollow marketing ploy. The movie I'm going to be reviewing is the 2019 film Unknown Visitor, a movie shot entirely on an outdoor security camera, one that's watching your porch. The story, and I use that term loosely here, is of a creepy unknown visitor who keeps showing up to a couple's door. The entire movie stays within that one camera angle as we look out onto the porch. Unknown Visitor is only 50 minutes long, and honestly, even at such a short runtime, it still felt stretched. This movie is painfully boring. There are really only 3 characters in this. Characters is another term I use loosely, as it's hard to develop any character in this setting. Every interaction happens outside a door. There's really not much I can say in terms of the filmmaking, as this is more of a home movie than a film. They are clearly filling time to pad an already short runtime. We see deliveries, salespeople coming to the door to sell knives and vacuums, shots of literally nothing, characters inexplicably taking phone calls or having serious conversations on the porch just so that the camera can see it. The last 20 minutes of this is almost kind of entertaining. There are a couple attempts at cool scares and some decent special effects. I think the finale really highlights that this idea should have just been a short film. Rather than stretching out a couple of cool ideas into a full film, this could have been a really tight and suspenseful 10-minute short. I honestly really wanted to like this movie. Despite its limitations, the idea could have been executed way better. Unfortunately, this was just not very good. Anyway, those are my thoughts on Unknown Visitor. Unknown Visitor is available to watch right now on Amazon Prime. I personally didn't enjoy it too much, but if you are somewhat interested, it is kind of interesting to watch as a filmmaking experiment, more so than a straight up enjoyable horror movie. And again, it is only 50 minutes, so if you are somewhat interested, I can't say I totally wouldn't recommend checking it out. If you enjoyed this review, I release reviews and horror shorts on Fridays, so please consider subscribing down below, leave a comment, leave a like, tell me how pretty my shirt is. It's the scene from Hereditary. Spoilers. Anyway, that is the video. I will see you next Friday.